welcome back to Watching Business Morning on Sunrise Daily. We now head to, well, Foundation, Tony Elumelu, quite popular, I must say. It's one of those leading philanthropy empowering African entrepreneurs in the country. They announced 1,200 African entrepreneurs across 54 African countries as beneficiary of its flagship entrepreneurship program. The announcements will be made in a couple of days. Tomorrow, in fact, March the 22nd. The new beneficiaries will become the 10th cohort of a 10-year-long TEF entrepreneurship program. So far, Tony Elumelu Foundation has given out $100,000 million. Well, let's find out the details of this with the co-founder of the foundation, Dr. Elumelu, a co-founder, obviously, but also she also has her own professionalism in the health sector. But let's focus on the foundation this morning. Dr. Elumelu, thank you so much for your time this morning and congratulations, 10 years.
Good morning. Thank you very much for having me here. And thank you very much. Yes, indeed, it's been 10 years since we embarked on that flagship program of the Tony Elumelu Foundation.
So you've given out about $100 million. If you were the government now, if you're in the public sector, we'll be asking for your books. Where did you put it? Who are the people who have been touched, with this? But we did show a lot of documentaries that you put up. We see the youth, we see how they go through the trainings and all of that. Give us a little bit of background about the work you have done in this past 10 years.
Okay, thank you very much. So I'll give a bit of a background. Actually, the Tony Elumelu Foundation started in 2010, where my husband and I decided to set this up in a bid to empower young African entrepreneurs. And this is because we saw that this is a sure way to develop the country and the continent at large. And what we felt that it was important that we, as we like to say, that we democratize luck. And that's why we set up this foundation. Now, come 2015, we embarked on the flagship program, which you refer to, the Tony Elumelu Foundation Entrepreneurship Program. And what this is it's a 10-year commitment. It's a $10 million commitment to fund, to train, to mentor young African men and women. So this was set up 10 years ago. This is now the 10th year that we're going into this. And what has even happened now is that come 10 years later, we've been able to fund 20,000 entrepreneurs. And I can go into this a bit later, but this has more or less been through the partnerships we've had, the excellent partnerships that we've been able to develop. And in addition to funding these 20,000 entrepreneurs, we've even gone further to train more than that number, because we have this digital platform, which we call the TEF Connect. And what this is even though we fund, with commitment was to fund a total of 10,000 entrepreneurs, even though now 20,000 through our partners, we've been able to train through our digital platform up to over 1 million, in fact, over 1.5 million. And this has been amazing because even through this platform, they've been able to form sustainable connections. They've been able to be exposed to different partnerships, global partnerships, and lifelong experiences. And they've been able to scale their businesses through the connections that they've been able to make through this platform. And all these businesses, we've continued to monitor them. They've all been able to go on to impact their societies, to impact the environment, to employ more and more people, to train and develop more and more people in their own circles. And so that's basically what we've been able to do with the foundation and in particular with the entrepreneurship program.
Yeah, so I guess with your influence, you have bias for women. About 60% of the businesses that you have empowered, women run. So why women? Or we're trying to close the inequality gap, and how far have you gone, from your own space doing that?
It's a good thing, as we all know. This month has been all about women. We've had the International Women's Day. We've had the Mother's Day in some of our countries. So it's a key thing. The whole world is recognizing the importance of empowering women, because as we know, if we empower a woman, we empower an entire community. And at the Tony Elumelu Foundation, we in particular, we make a conscious effort to engage women, to empower women. When we started this program, there were very few women. We had less. We always remember that we had less than 20% of women. But we went out of our way to ensure that we attracted more women, to be able to empower more women. And now we're proud to say we have over 40% of women, approaching 50, half of our entrepreneurs are usually women. And these women have gone on to do amazing things. They've gone on to, we've empowered them, so they've been able to empower other people, and they themselves have been able to create bigger businesses for themselves. We like to be able to do this because it's very important. It's very important that women are empowered, but we also know that governments are important, organizations are important. So we've also, in addition to doing what we do, we make sure that we engage organizations, we engage governments to be able to continue to create these enabling environments, not just for the entrepreneurs, but also for women entrepreneurs.
Mm. So,
in fact, I can even talk about something. There's something we even have at the foundation.
Yeah.
We set up a partnership with some of our good partners, and it's called the We for A. So it's Women Entrepreneurship for Africa. And this is something we set up, and women through this have been able to get funding. I mean, there's a particular woman I remember, I think she's from Nigeria, called Sophia, and she got 10,000 euros, alongside about 120 other women, alumni. So this even goes, there's so many things. These are entrepreneurs who had become alumni because we constantly monitor even those who've been through us. We have a strong alumni association. We continue to try to provide support for them. And so this is something we did for our alumni, those who had actually gone through the program. And she, alongside about 120 other women, was able to get 10,000 euros to scale her business, to grow her business. So because we believe so much in entrepreneurs, we believe so much in empowering women. And that's why we continue to do the things we do.
Very, very interesting. But I just want to ask that apart from the women and apart from the funding, I know you do training and all of that, but how far do you go? You just said you work with alumni also. That's very interesting, because sometimes people get the funding and somewhere along the line they just miss it. How far do you go with these businesses for sustenance?
When we have this, so we have the program which everybody goes on to, not only those who get the funding. We have a structured business training program, which has actually been likened to like a mini MBA program. So the entrepreneurs, as well as all those who have applied, go through this structured program for weeks. It was 12 weeks. I think we now do it about 10 weeks. They go through this structured program, and we make sure they're trained. Their businesses are looked at. Their business plans are developed. They're handheld every step of the way. A number of them have even said, yes, the funding is important, but they found this training, some would say, more important, more impactful than the funding that they've gotten. So we do this, and in addition to this, we also have our mentorship. We've had amazing mentors over the years, people who have devoted their time, and this is one way in which everyone can help. They've come on board, they've helped to handhold these entrepreneurs. They're with them even beyond this few weeks of the formal training, and these are mentors in different sectors. So we do the formal training, we have the mentors, a strong mentorship program, which continues to help to develop and grow our entrepreneurs.
So it sounds like you are calling for mentors, but who can be a mentor and who can be a mentee? You call for your programs. What are some of those requirements before people could qualify for both the training and the funding?
To be an entrepreneur, all you have to have is an idea, as we always like to say. Have an idea, because we don't only take established businesses. We take businesses right from the infancy stage, the idea stage, the infancy stage, and then those who have done maybe 2-3 years. Everybody is free to apply. We like to have a mix because we know it's not the different people and different needs. So we want to continue to support everyone. So just have that idea, apply, and we'll go through. We always have hundreds of applications, but the good thing is we don't even do the screening ourselves. We make sure we get professional bodies to screen for us. I mean, all these will be revealed tomorrow. We'll have them present the in-depth study and analysis that they went through to be able to select. So that they go through, not even just went through, they go through to be able to select these entrepreneurs. So they go through and they select these entrepreneurs. So anybody can apply, anybody at all. We always like to tell ourselves, boast in the fact that we don't know these people, they don't know us, we don't know the people that are selected. Apply, just have your idea, have your plan, apply, and then you can be selected. And more or less the same thing for the mentors. We just want people who are interested in helping. Again, we have our professionals, Accenture, so who, used to be Accenture, who help us, go through this professionally, so that it's not us at the foundation, but we have a third party who goes through professionally and selects both the applicants, being the entrepreneurs or the mentees, as you refer to them, and the mentors.
All right, so I guess we'll have to wait it's less than 24 hours tomorrow. We'll get more on the announcement and the details for this, for the 10th year of the program.
Yes, yeah, definitely. Tomorrow, that's when we hope to release the list of the cohorts. Tomorrow, as you said, excuse me, I think you had mentioned that it was 1,200. We always say 1,000 is our commitment, but we always try to do a bit more through support of other people. So 1,200 tomorrow, the names will be released, and then we'll start the journey with them, with the training, and even going beyond the immediate training period, when they now become the alumni, as I said, of the foundation.
All right, Dr. Elumelu, wish you the best tomorrow, and of course, wish the mentees also the very best.
All right, thank you very much.
All right, so it's almost time. I'll just tell you that the NGX dropped again yesterday, but we are still on the 104,000 level. So we'll get details at 1 p.m. during Business Incorporated. Ladi and Will Ibon will be here to give you the full gist. Back now to the Sunrise Daily Studio.